Hello, this is Sandra Sandini, and I am really excited today to be speaking with Tina Dubois of the Metaphysical School. We have known each other. I'm pretty sure we caught each other because of something on Facebook, and then just kind of tapped into the energy of that, and it's grown from there. And when I was posting, I'm just going to go kind of backwards or forwards. I'm not sure which direction we're headed here, but I'm going to start with what happened this morning. I tagged you in a post to let the group know that we're all here. And when I tagged you, I noticed the words Soul Stone Art. And here you are with the Metaphysical School. So what's the crossover there? If you don't mind telling me a little bit, or telling the group a little bit about what the scoop is there. That would be wonderful.
Sure.
By the way, here's Tina Dubois.
Hello, everybody. So how Soulstone Art started was even before I started even thinking about Metaphysical School. I guess you could say before it was even conceived. One of the reasons, I guess, that it was conceived was many years ago. I fell in love with crystal healing, and it turned out that I became, quite addicted to wearing crystals. Now I have my crystals on right now. Today it's blue kyanite for communication and chakra balancing.
Seriously?
Yes.
I took out this piece of blue kyanite.
This is one of my favorite pieces. I wore it literally every day, never took it off for at least 2 years. Yeah. But what happened was I discovered that I'm allergic to wearing metal. So metal against my skin is quite irritating. So I had to learn a way to wear my crystals. So I learned macrame. So and it's specifically called micro macrame, so that I could set my crystals into thread and wear whatever I wanted. So now I have quite a collection of micro macrame threaded jewelry. And so I would wear some of my pieces, and my friends would be like, "Oh, that's so beautiful. Can you make me one?" And I was like, "Okay." So Soulstone Art was born. And then as I progressed on my enlightenment journey, I took a crystal healing course and learned how to do crystal healing. And then a friend of mine who had started a crystal store in Cochrane asked if I would give crystal workshops at her store. And so Soulstone Art kind of evolved into Soulstone Art Healing and Teaching, because I was doing crystal and sound healing, and I was giving crystal healing workshops and also empath skill workshops. And then I moved away from where I was and wanted to continue teaching. And now I live in a very small town of 3,600 people, where crystal healing workshops isn't something that I can do full time. So I decided to teach online. And what I determined during this soul searching journey was I did not want to be a soul business. I didn't want to be just Soulstone Art or Soulstone Healing. I wanted to create a platform where many teachers could teach their workshops and share their wisdom. And so that was 2.5 years ago. Okay, it was 3 years ago where the idea was conceived, and that is how Metaphysical School came about. I was, a soul, we call it a solopreneur, right? A healing practitioner solopreneur. And I wanted to create this platform so that many teachers could teach their wisdom, and that's how Metaphysical School came about.
Wow, that is such an incredible journey. And I love how you stepped away from one thing, but not really. You didn't really step away from it. What you did is you just kind of branched out with it, and you made it so much more, and empowered, first of all, yourself in a huge way. You empowered others too by doing these workshops. And I would definitely be interested in talking to you in the future about doing a workshop in my paid membership, if you don't mind.
Sure.
Yeah, that would be wonderful. Where am I going with this? Bear with me here. Guidance. The Metaphysical School is an incredible platform. You have a fair amount of teachers now. How did that kind of, I know you said you went from that stone art, the soul stone art, to the Metaphysical School. the concept of that. So once you've decided to do that, what are the next steps? Because you have just been like this whirlwind wizard of magic, like your technical skills have just skyrocketed. It's been such an incredible journey to have witnessed from my end, being someone who's just kind of stepped in at the beginning as a possible teacher kind of thing. So tell us a little bit about how this concept went from the idea to where you are now.
Okay. Well, it has taken quite a bit of time. So I started working on Metaphysical School full time in November of 2017. So before that, my day job, I guess, was I was an oil and gas contractor. And my contract that I had been working on for 11 years was coming to an end. And I decided to pursue a full-time business of something that was soul fulfilling.
I understand that.
So I started working on Metaphysical School in 2017 in November. And the very first iteration of the website went live at the beginning of December of 2017. And in January 2018, that is when I started recruiting teachers. So I found you pretty quickly. I think you were probably one of the first 10 teachers who came onto the faculty. So in 2018, I started just sending emails out to people and saying, this is my dream, this is what I want to do, and this is how it would benefit you as a business owner. And I am committed to helping you with video production because Metaphysical School is a video education platform. And so faculty just started coming in, and I always had this dream of having 40 video courses to launch Metaphysical School with. And it took a little bit of time to get there. We actually hit 40 literally a week before we launched.
Wow. Wow.
So I'm pretty sure that it was your last video course that tipped us to 40. So it took a couple of years to grow the faculty and to actually get video courses submitted. But yeah, we got the 40 videos. When we hit about 30, 35, I believe, videos that had been submitted, I started working on the website production. So it took about 2 years, and then I started working on the website, developing it from scratch in January of this year. So I started working on the website. It's on WordPress, and I didn't have a whole lot of WordPress experience. I had a couple of websites, so I knew what WordPress was, I knew what a plugin was, I knew how to find the plugin that you needed to do the thing that you wanted to do. And it took I want to say 4 months to build the platform how it currently looks. And we launched on the official launch to the public was May 4th. So yeah, our anniversary day for our launch of the video education and community platform is May the 4th. So May the 4th be with you. And that is that is our anniversary date, which I'm super keen.
I love that. Now, I know you've got some changes coming up, but I just kind of want to take a step back here and talk a little bit about the trials and tribulations. People really need to kind of understand a little bit about this. Being a business owner myself, a spiritual business owner myself, I know what my own personal trials and tribulations of getting my own personal business going. So to do this on such a grand scale, being however many teachers. Now, when you say you had a 40 video course load, how many actual teachers is that? And what kind of trials and tribulations did you have with actually getting them to produce? I mean, it's one thing for me to go, hey, yeah, I want to be a part of it. And then just, there I am. But what were the steps that you had to do to actually, prompt some of these teachers like myself to actually get a video made? And then those
prompting you is
from
not a
there.
problem.
Okay. Well, I was pretty keen.
You are very keen. So yes, there were definitely some lessons learned during those 2 years. Um, so the faculty has grown and receded, I guess, from, we've had as many as 95 teachers in the faculty down to about 40. And the reason why that is because, so the first year, so 2018, my recruitment letter said, take all the time you want to produce your video. So what happened was I had all of these faculty, all of these people who were interested in being teachers for metaphysical school, and video courses did not come in. So I asked the faculty, what would motivate you to produce the video? And unanimously, the answer was, give us a deadline. And I was like, but I don't want a deadline. I want people to just love it and do it. Yeah, no, that didn't happen. So in the beginning of 2019, I said, okay, you have a year to produce your video. That still didn't work. That wasn't motivating enough. So now our deadline is, if you want to be a faculty member, you have 6 months to produce your video. And I'm very happy in that time to help you with as much as I possibly can with video production, whether that is coming to my house and we will video it together, which has happened. We have a video of a friend of mine who came to my house and we videoed it together. I will help you with how to set up your recording, how to set up your studio, what equipment to use, all of that stuff. And that was actually the biggest motivation. So yeah, our faculty has been quite large, and now we have a faculty that dwindles because if you don't produce a video, then that's okay. You are welcome to come back anytime when you're ready. Go ahead.
I wanted to say something to this because I think this is a really important learning curve, regardless of whether you're actually creating something as incredible as you have, Tina, or whether you're like myself. It is making a deadline. Making that deadline is what changed everything for her. Do the same in your own personal life or in your own personal growth. Make yourself a deadline so that you have an end goal in sight, because that's what happened with Tina. She had an end goal in sight, but she had no I guess use the word boundaries or barriers or direction.
Yes, boundaries.
Yeah,
that was definitely it. Boundaries.
and once she set out those boundaries, then people started to respond and started to get stuff in there. And even if it took them right to the last minute, at least they were starting to get things in there. I want to say too about what Tina was just saying about the help. My first video that I submitted, I believe, was about higher self. And however it unfolded, it was of course that learning experience for myself as well, with regards to sending this to somebody else rather than using it for myself on YouTube. And from there, I actually reached out to her for my next set of videos and asked her advice on what changes she would like to see so that the look and the feel of them were better on her platform, the Metaphysical School. And that transaction of her knowledge to me was invaluable. It truly was really invaluable. And I've actually am now using that across the board when I create my own videos for myself and for my group. So I really appreciate that. So now you've got all these teachers, and you've got, and I love the natural growth and the dwindling, and that's going to happen in anybody's business with anything as well. Okay, I know that I have people that flow in and out because they're really into things, and then they kind of lose interest in whatever and move on, and that's the way it is, or they find that they don't resonate, or they find that they're not at the point yet where they're ready to do the work. And all the different reasons that someone drops out of something is fine. It's whatever it is for them. The people who are committed, like I am, to Tina's Metaphysical School working. I went on today as a moderator in a discussion group. So tell us a little bit more about now that you've got it actually launched. What is this dream of where you were going? And you said you're going to be making some changes. So maybe let's head off in that direction as well.
Okay. Okay, so changes. So what the platform looks like right now is we have 45 video courses to choose from. And we have 2 membership levels. So we have an access membership and a connection membership. And they are extremely reasonably priced. The access membership is $44 a year or $4 a month. And that gets you 2 included video courses and access to our community groups and forums, and access to buy video courses, because you have to be a member in order to buy our video courses. And the connection membership is $88 a year or $8 a month, and it gets you access to buy videos, our community groups and forums, and our it has 4 video courses included, and invitations to 4 connection calls per month. And we have 2 different kinds of connection calls, but it's basically once a week. That you can join me and the faculty who join us on the call, and we talk. So we've been launched since May, and what I have discovered is there's a lot of keenness and enthusiasm and support when people first sign up, and then there's not a whole lot of reason to come back until you get, you know, your next coupon code for your next video. What I've decided to do to change that is I'm going to change our membership plan, and our students who are students right now can choose to stay on the membership plan that they have, or they can change to the new one. Did you want to talk specifics, like really specifics?
Well, I like this. I like this because I know with my own group, it's been suggested by one of my members that something gets put into place so that people have direction. So I can see where you're going with that. So yes,
that's what's happening.
Let's get a little bit more specific, because I think this is really important for people to understand. The reason, first of all, why you put this out there is so that people had somewhere to go to learn, to find the information. And then when they get in there, there might be this sense of overwhelm, because you have some beautiful courses in there. You have some beautiful topics in there. But when people look at it, it's like, where do I start? So feel free to let us know from here.
Well, this is about business pivoting. If something isn't working, you try something else. Yeah. And it's totally okay to create something and then make it better. It's kind of one of my premier business philosophies is make something and then make it better.
Yeah.
So what I have found is that students are very enthusiastic when they first join, but there isn't a reason to return. So what we're going to do, this is the first time I'm sharing it. Basically anybody, and it's like,
so wow, everybody please take this with the generosity and the love that Tina is expressing herself with right now, because being open with no expectations, no limitations, and being okay with the outcome, and letting Tina verbalize this in whatever manner it wants to, and understanding that this is her first appearance of showing what the new Metaphysical School is going to look like.
And I realize this school has only been open for 3 months, but you know, when you find something's not working, you got to work on improving it, right? Yes. Okay, so this is the new plan. Sandra, please tell me what you think, because you're seriously the first person. The very first thing we're going to do is we're going to add an events calendar to the school. It's going to be on the back end. You're only going to be able to see it as a member. On the events calendar, I'm going to be adding the full moon and new moon dates. Between those cycles, we are going to have Metaphysical School lunar subject cycles. So Metaphysical School is divided, all of the wisdom, all of the teachings are divided into 8 core subjects. So we're going to have lunar subject cycles. I can tell you that the first cycle is going to be crystal healing, because that's my jam. So that's what it's going to be. So starting August 3rd, cross my fingers, I can get all of this done before then. Starting August 3rd, we're going to have 2-week subject cycles. So the first one is going to be crystal healing. Every week in those cycles, we're going to have a new activity posted in the community. So the first activity, the first crystal healing activity is we're going to create our own layouts. And I'm going to basically create a post on how to create a crystal layout And we're going, everybody who's interested in doing it can participate. Take a picture of the crystals you use, take a picture of the layout on you, and share your experience with us.
Okay.
We want to know how this journey is working for you, what you learned from it, what resonates with you, what doesn't resonate with you. And we want to share that with everybody, because on an enlightenment journey, it is so much easier to go farther and faster when you share it with other people.
I do want to say something.
Go ahead.
Absolutely love the idea of an event calendar that's available in there. Okay. When I went in and looked at the school this morning, and the energy of it just feels really good. And I think that is a key missing part, the event calendar.
Yep.
And having that 2 week, this is what we're doing kind of thing. I would love to volunteer to do something in one of those 2 weeks. Now, having said that, how do you see this unfolding? Do you see this as being a paid class that people are participating in, and it's kind of like above and beyond? And is it going to be at kind of the same rate that the videos are offered at? Like, how do you see this working? Because ideally what this is this is going to be a platform of videos and I'm guessing live teachings.
Well, we can do live teachings for sure.
But isn't this layout a live teaching essentially?
It's activities, right?
Okay.
And so I'm going to post an activity. I
see.
might do it through video. That might be a thing. I don't work that out. I can start with, just a post and, explain how to do it.
I see what you're saying. Okay.
So how it's going to change is, okay, it's going to cost more, because it's not going to be self-paced. It's going to be, school-paced. And the activities are, I'm going to be spending so much more time creating activities and moderating the activities. But the other thing that we're going to add with the extra price is way more included videos. So we are going to continue with the two models, the access and the connection memberships. But the access membership is going to be $18 a month, and it's going to include an included video every month. So you will get you'll get a video every month. You'll get a new coupon code. If you pay yearly, you're going to get your 12 coupon codes all at once. So it's a lot, right? So you can choose what videos you basically join the school. If you pay monthly, you get a new coupon code every month, and you can choose the videos that are going to be recommended to go with the activities that we do.
Love that.
Or not. You can choose whatever videos you want. If you choose to pay yearly, you'll get your 12 coupon codes right out of the box, like right as soon as you sign up. And you can choose to bank them, or you can choose to use them whenever you want. So you'll get 12 included videos with that. And with the connection membership, it's going to be $28. So again, the theme of 8, because that's my jam. That's what I love. It's the whole theme of the school. It's on 8s. It's the number of abundance, and the number of infinity and balance. So the access membership will be $18 a month. The connection membership will be $28 a month, and it will get you 2 videos per month. So you'll get 24 videos.
Wow.
And you'll also get the invitations to the Zoom calls, the once a week Zoom calls. And the Zoom calls are going to be a little bit different, because they're going to be subject specific. So the first one will be on crystal healing, and then we'll have energy healing. And the teachers that are interested in that subject will probably be more interested in joining our connection calls, because it'll be on their topic. So that's kind of how that's going to go.
I love this. I absolutely love this. What I am seeing, though, is you personally taking on more of a workload. Okay.
Yep.
Now, with that in mind, I just said that I would love to take part of that, meaning I'd like to see a role for all the teachers in this. Now, if you're having a 2 week period, that's 52 divided with, that's 26 different cores, activities.
Yeah.
Why not go, hey, this is your month, this is your week, as a teacher, what would you like to have it on with regards to around your modules or your videos or what you're moderating?
Yep.
I
I'm
think that
going
would
to
be
be
a
sending out emails at the beginning of the month saying, our subject cycles this month are, for example, crystal healing and energy healing. Do you have an activity that you want to
I
share?
love it.
So that we can add that into this month's subject cycle activities, and then we can talk about them during our connection call. And our connection calls are going to be so much easier to find because they're going to be on the events calendar, and all you'll have to do is click on it and the Zoom link will be there.
Yes,
It's
exactly.
super simple. All you have to do is sign in, one click, done. There.
Yeah. Tina has a couple different emails, and I find for myself that some are going into my main folder and some are going into my like my promotions folder in Gmail, and I'm missing out on these calendar calls, and it's like as soon as I see it, it's already passed, which is really unfortunate. So if you are already on her mailing list, I would highly recommend that you make sure that you're getting the emails into your primary folder rather than promotional folder, because there's so much incredible information. Tina, what is your email? So if you say it to us right now, the one that you want people to reach out to you about the school, asking questions about the school.
Do you mean our landing page that you can sign up to our email list, or
sure,
our email specifically? Because I can share them both. That's fine.
Why don't you share both?
Okay. So if you're interested in learning more about the school and want to subscribe to our news list, the website address for that is news.metaphysical.school. It's pretty simple. And if you subscribe, we actually give you two gifts for subscribing. The first is an infographic that I created called How to Work with Energy. So basically, it's the essential elements that I use that you can use to work with energy. And the second is a 9 Tibetan bowl meditation recording that I made myself because sound healing. So it was my first creation of actually music recording, I guess. So you get both of those gifts for subscribing to our news list. And again, it's news.metaphysical.school is the URL. And if you have questions about Metaphysical School, you are more than welcome to email me at learn@metaphysical.school. So those two ways will connect you to me and Metaphysical School.
Perfect. And I'll make sure that those will go into the comment, the piece above the status about this on my business page, the Sandini, cool. As well as both of us will be putting this video into other social media. I know for myself, I'll be putting it on YouTube, and you have an Instagram place that you want to put it, Instagram TV, I believe.
Yeah, it'll be on IGTV. It'll also go on our Facebook. So
perfect.
Yeah, it'll be in both places.
Perfect. Okay, so would you like to break down maybe what some of the core subjects are?
Absolutely. So let's see if I can do this off the top of my head. Pre-breakfast. Okay. So obviously the first Metaphysical School subject that I came up with was crystal healing. The second is energy healing, and that covers pretty much everything else. I was thinking about rolling crystal healing into energy healing because working with crystals is really working with energy. But the crystal healing world is so big. Mm-hmm. There's so much to it that I felt it really did need to be its own subject. In addition to those two, we also have intuitive abilities. So that covers everything from all of your clairsenses and psychometry, channeling, mediumship. Those are all subjects that are covered in intuitive abilities. We also have universal wisdom. Universal wisdom is kind of our catch-all. If it doesn't fit into any of the other subjects, video courses will go in there. But universal wisdom is really kind of self-explanatory in terms of what it covers. It covers numerology, sacred geometry, platonic solids, ascension, enlightenment. So any of those courses will go in universal wisdom. We have human energies. A lot of Sandra's courses are in human energies. So that covers anything to do with the 4 bodies. So the physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual bodies goes in there. Kundalini, any of the chakras information goes in there. Human energies is a super cool one. So Sandra's videos, Connecting to Higher Self, she made a 3 video series. Those are in there. And the last ones are, oh, nope, we're going to get to that.
Different.
So no, it's not in Human Energies. Power of a Hug is in Human Energies though. So that's 4 of Sandra's videos. We also have Guides and Guardians. So this is where all of our information about connecting to our spirit guides, connecting to guardian angels, ascended masters, connecting to our starseed galactic lineages will probably go into Guides and Guardians as well. We also have, I'm missing one.
Divination.
No, those are, I usually say divination and astrology at the same time. Okay. But we might as well get to it. So divination is a super fun. It's probably one of my favorite 8 core subjects. Divination is where we talk about tarot and oracle cards, scrying, dowsing, so using a pendulum. There are other methods, of course, of dowsing, and I'm super excited to create one of those. So yeah, that's where all of our divining video courses go. And that is where Sandra's latest videos are, tarot and oracle cards.
Thank you. Also, too, I just want to go off on a sidebar as you're recalling that the other courses. Each of these also have these beautiful discussion groups within. And this morning, I actually asked anybody if they use a rock to divinate with. So this is kind of some of the things that you get to experience in the Metaphysical School. And you can just kind of learn from everybody. And she has moderators that are working in each of these groups as well. So continue on. Thank you.
Okay, and we have astrology. So all things astrological. So any of the moon phases, any of the astrological signs, planets, any forecasts, all of that stuff all goes into astrology. Any of the different kinds of calendars, like the Mayan calendar, that all goes into astrology as well. And that is probably the subject I know the least about and am really looking forward to learning more of. Okay, so we have crystal healing, energy healing, intuitive abilities, human energies, universal wisdom, guides and guardians, divination, astrology. That's 8. I didn't miss any.
Well done. So you can tell everybody, meaning the expanse that are watching the video here, that there is no limitation to the topics that are on there. Because as you go into each of these too, the teachers bring their own perspectives into each of these groups. And that is what's the incredibleness of this. You are not getting just Tina's wisdom on these subjects, which I'm sure some of these subjects came to her awareness as she was creating the school, because before then it was just maybe this or this. So now her awareness is that much broader. And that's what she's bringing to each of you with this school, is giving you a place where you can really start to spread your wings and really start to feel into what resonates with you, as well as the people, the teachers that resonate with your energy. I know that there are some people who are followed by thousands, tens of thousands of people, and yet when I hear their voice, it grates on me, and I'm unable to listen to this person. And yet the next person is just like, oh my gosh, this is like magic listening to this person. So that's what's wonderful about the Metaphysical School. You have the opportunity to listen to so many different teachers and understand from their perspective, and taking what you feel resonates with you, and understanding that you don't have to do something a specific way. She's laying down a beautiful calendar as well that's going to have these events in it. The discussions that are in here, the moderators are in here. She has provided this beautiful platform where you can ask your questions and people will answer them. Okay. Is there anything else you want to say about this? Because it's such a powerful platform. That's why when I got to thank Facebook, because I'm pretty sure it was Facebook that had your Metaphysical School looking for teachers fling by me somehow or somewhere. And that's how I spotted you. And that's why I leapt on. Like you said, it's been at least a good 2 years. I believe it's probably the January of 2018. So 2.5 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think there was a question in there. Do you remember what it was?
Is there anything else I want to talk about?
Yes.
Well, one of the key points of Metaphysical School is that we have multiple teachers teaching the same thing. Like I teach crystal healing. I teach it because I want to learn it, because this is what I'm passionate about. But a video came in on crystal healing from one of our teachers, Jill Madsen, and I watched all of the videos, and I was amazed at what I learned from her 20-minute video of stuff like exercises and activities that I had never heard of. And that is the beauty of Metaphysical School, is that it's not just one teacher, it's not just one practitioner. So we have multiple perspectives. And yeah, sometimes, one teacher is going to say something that doesn't agree with another piece of wisdom that another teacher teaches, and that's okay. Because one of the primary tenets of Metaphysical School is practicing discernment. The very first activity that I want you to do after watching a video course is deciding for yourself what resonates with you and what doesn't, and then sharing that in the school. Because it's okay that not everybody agrees on everything. This is the world of metaphysics, and metaphysics to me means anything beyond the physical. So that's energy, right? And energy is everything. And so this is why Metaphysical School covers all these different topics, because beyond the physical is basically everything. So yeah, the platform is designed to allow you to practice discernment and to practice integrating what resonates with you and letting what doesn't go with respect. One of the main reasons why I created the school, so that we can practice that every day.
I love that. This school has the potential to truly rock your world. It really does. And I know as the teacher watching the mentor, I guess, the teacher watching the person who is creating this program, this platform, it has been just amazing to watch Tina do this. Because as she said, she was oil and gas industry, and now she is so understanding of how to do things in the net. and that's a huge thing, because there are things that as a teacher, we only have experience in doing this. Tina has now brought it to us and lays it down to us so that we can understand what the next steps are, so that we can help her to create this school. And that's what's been beautiful, is this has been a hand in hand birthing, growth, expansion, et cetera, et cetera. And that's what she's offering to each of you guys, is we're here. This beautiful platform of people are here to help each of you on your steps. And truly, this event calendar is going to be magical. I could just feel the energy of that, and having that direction of what to pop in and catch and do, and all these little guidances. Like, I'm already seeing the little things. I have all these little ideas popping up for activities, awesome. Which is wonderful. Anything else that you want to add into that? I know you have you have a page on the web. That's the Metaphysical School, right? Is it a .com or Metaphysical School?
Nope, the website for the school is metaphysical.school.
Okay, perfect.
Super simple.
And then she also has a Facebook page, which is?
At Metaphysical School. Same with Instagram. Everything is kind of in the same place. And we have a YouTube channel as well. So all of our video courses, I make short previews out of. And all of those previews are available to watch for free on the website, but also on YouTube, so people can find us in multiple ways. Yeah.
I love that. And the name that you have for the school is very powerful, because people will look up Metaphysical, and ideally that will pop right up for you as her YouTube. And please feel free to subscribe to her YouTube too. That costs nothing to subscribe. It just empowers the group. It empowers the YouTube channel in a big way so that it goes through the algorithms, is that what it's called?
Yeah.
And gets pulled up a lot more frequently. So we'd love for you guys to do that as well. Anything else in closing?
I kind of want to talk about our next big event.
Please do.
Actually, that's coming up this fall. We're going. So last year, Sandra participated. We had a masterclass event, and this is a way for multiple teachers to share their wisdom in a webinar type of platform. So last year, we did the Energy Empowerment Masterclass, and it was a series of 6 webinars, and Sandra joined us for 3 out of those 6 webinars, so that was really wonderful. Those are also available to purchase on the website now that we've actually launched, so they're evergreen. But our next event, our next masterclass event, I don't know if you even know this, Sandra, is the Intuitive Awakening Masterclass.
Ooh.
And it's going to be happening this fall with a similar platform. So it'll probably have 6 webinars, and it'll go over 2 weeks. And this time we're going to add activities to our Intuitive Awakening Masterclass in addition to our webinars. So that's going to be coming up this fall, and it's, I guess you could call it our next big school launch. So yeah, if you're interested, we can always talk more about it as it gets closer. But if you're interested at all about intuitive awakening, spiritual awakening, whatever term works best for you, that is our next event, and that's coming up this fall.
Beautiful. I love that. Now, do you know of any of the teachers who have videos that they're prepping so that we have an idea of some of the new stuff that might be coming into the school?
What's coming up?
Yeah.
I know that we're going to have more videos included in our recent submissions. So Carly Penfold is working on new videos in her acupressure and essential oil series. So the first one she created was Introduction to Meridians, which is foundational, but oh my God, so amazing. I've been practicing some of the source points with acupressure that she shared. And Sarah Spiritual is also going to submit more videos to her I Am series. So she created The Power of I Am, which is about self-empowering through your own words and how your words, the words that you use, connect you to divinity, to source, whatever word works best for you again. So yeah, she's going to be creating more of those. And I'm pretty sure we're going to be getting some more archetypes videos as well. So we have a 4-video series on introduction to archetypes. And our archetypes teacher, Jacqueline Hofstede out of Sydney, Australia, is creating more videos to finish out that series. And those are super powerful, very self-empowering through self-discovery video courses. And Jacqueline has been instrumental in another project that we're working on. There's going to be a quiz called What is Your Metaphysical Archetype? And it's going to allow you to discover what your soul yearns to learn. So we have so many projects going on at this school.
I am so glad I was guided to ask that question.
Because there's more.
Exactly. Yeah. I know for myself, when you were speaking about the divination and chakras, I feel that I have an 8-module course dropping in around one. Yay. Each module will be a chakra. Okay.
Cool.
So
yeah, I'm super excited for that. I created my own chakra. It's a very short series. It's all of 2 videos, but it's called Balancing the Chakras with Colors and Crystals. And so it's really introductory. It's a really gentle way of introducing the potentially very large world of chakras to you if you aren't familiar with them. So I think an in-depth series would be wonderful. It would be amazing.
Well, I'm looking forward to it. It's amazing what happens when we come onto a call like this, whether we're live on Facebook or whether it's just you and I chatting. We always seem to have something unfold, whether it's my learning or us discussing the possibilities. It's just been super magical. I really enjoy talking with you, and I've so much been honored. I feel so very honored to be a part of your school, and so very honored to interview you like this so that you can bring this out to far more people. It's been
Thanks,
magical,
Sandra.
Tina.
I feel the same. I feel incredibly honored and grateful to have connected with you 2 years ago, and to have been on this journey with you this whole time, because you have such an immense perspective. I love that, you approach the world with no expectations, and are okay with the outcome. And so I've watched your videos. I understand, and I really appreciate the opportunity to talk with you today and to share Metaphysical School with your audience.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. So everybody, take a look at the top, because I will be posting that platform for touching base with Tina to find out more about this, the landing page and whatnot, as well as telling you a little bit about what's happening in the fall. And Tina's here. Tina's available. She's also over in my personal tribe, Soulful Empowerment, as well as on the Metaphysical School. She also, if you're interested in being a teacher, she would love to hear from you. Just drop a note into her email, which we're going to include on the top as well. And also there was something else. It just went whoosh right through. Oh my goodness, what was it? Oh, well. There it was going. Yeah. Touch base with Tina, because this is an incredible platform, and I truly believe in the power of it and how much it can transform your world. So let her transform your world. Okay, guys? Thank you, Tina.
Thank you, Sandra.
Have a great day, everybody.